Yo, what up, Plankton? How you doing? Oh, it happens. I'm working on something pretty cool. I kind of wanted to show that to you actually. Oh wait. Yeah, so I'm coming up with a new way to like set up the gameplay actions, and I'm trying to rethink the way Fusion is gonna work. So I came up with this thing. So basically before, if you remember, the effects were kind of like this, where they are mostly like nested into each other, and yeah, you basically were starting with one effect, and then you could nest within it like a bunch of things. If you want to change target, you wrapped it in another effect, and yeah, this basically created this like nested structure. But I'm trying to move more things to this like more of an array thing, and I came up with this. So basically all the effects would be just a set of consecutive actions. Yeah, it was also hard to display it like and work with. So I already use this sort of structure for like rendering, but it basically could be like this. So every effect is just a set of consecutive actions, and for example, if you want to change target, you just specifically say like I want to set the target to this. Each action can either add a battle action, which is like deal damage, apply status, and like other things that actually like do something, or it changes the context within which those actions are executed. I mean, I use actions to different things, but basically anyway, this is how it's gonna look, and it would mostly like change context and like set some value. So for example, if we execute deal damage, at some point there should appear a value. And to couple it with trigger, it could be like this. So it just, yeah, it's just a trigger and then like a bunch of actions. So yeah, in this how, for example, would a shield work? It would be a specific trigger called like change incoming damage, and then whatever the value would be provided by this. And yeah, why this is cooler is because we can change the way Fusion works. Can an action be set order to English? Yeah, probably, but it would be more like, I mean, yeah, it's just like, for example, if you do set owner here, it's just the source of damage will change. But yeah, so basically what you can do with this is we can change Fusion to like make it so you can add action from another unit. So for example, you could like steal like this line and put it somewhere here, and you would basically turn it into like this, for example. I mean, it doesn't really make sense. You would like deal damage to yourself, basically. But like, you can do basically like anything you can think of. And the more units you fuse, the more like actions you can basically take. For example, like you could take this. I mean, this is a status, but anyway, just for the sake of example, you could like do this, and then instead of taking your power stat, it would just be constantly like 3, and you would deal 3 damage always. But when we have like a lot of units, we can do a lot of things. So fusion can be like almost anything. And yeah, this is how like repeating would be, but those you would not be able to steal, and multiple targets. So we can still do like the way it was before. Like before, when you fused units, you could stack triggers, targets, or usually it's just usability. But it would be like the same. We could automatically suggest adding a target. So for example, this just one set target would become like this multiple targets, where it would be both targets that you have used. Usability could be like another action, just like, I don't know, like this. And then you could like add another just right after it, you know. Yeah, you would be able to like enter the custom mode, where you would be able to reorder them and insert a specific one in specific place. Triggers are not erased. I'm still thinking about how to do them exactly. There probably would be like maybe something like this. I don't want to make them an array, but this basically can be looked at as an array. I'm thinking about doing it like so every unit can trigger only once per turn. I think we discussed this some time ago. So like combining triggers wouldn't be as OP as before. Kinda, yeah. I'm still thinking about how to specifically do this. But yeah, one unit would be like the base, and you basically add some things on top of it. Maybe there would be a way to like, there could be a way to use more of the stuff from the unit that you fuse into, but I feel like with this, with how much freedom you get, you can get a lot of overpowered things. So yeah, there would be this is cool because players would get access to the editor in some way and kind of get used to how things are constructed. We could allow like a lot of testing in place to just like see how your thing works. The repeat would, you basically, you wouldn't be able to take this line. You could take anything else like this or this, and then you can add other lines in here or outside of it. At least that's how I'm thinking right now. But yeah, I don't know, maybe you could take repeat, but like there wouldn't be anything inside it. So you would just reorder and place things inside it. That could also work. Yeah, maybe that's actually a good idea. But it's kind of hard to adjust the cost. I'm also... it probably wouldn't be like... wouldn't have to do with levels. I'm thinking about implementing some sort of fusion points that you can spend. And the more units are already fused, the more it will cost. So you would be more... like it would make more sense, for example, to have 2 like pairs of units fused instead of trying to fuse 3 into 1, because fusing 3 into 1 would cost like 4 points, but fusing 2 pairs would be like 2 points. Because before you were kinda like, it always made more sense to fuse more and more into 1. But maybe fusion could be also like that you take whenever from each and you just combine it into 1. But the most important is to do some kind of a presets where players don't have to figure this out. They just are offered some options and they choose from them. And the coolest thing is that for like each pair of units we can save whatever players have like used before in like custom fusion, and we can suggest those options. So for example, if you fuse 2 units before and I'm trying to fuse them as well, I'll offer it the way you've constructed as an option, and whichever options gets picked more can like be in the top. Maybe you can view all the things that players did. This have to also automatically generate the description, so players can just read what will happen. So yeah, it's probably kind of hard to imagine for you, but I feel like this is way better than it was before. I just need to implement some initial units with this. Yeah, repeat would be like very rare. Also, when I started to like implement this in code yesterday, it was like a lot better. It's a lot better to work with and like just makes sense more. So this kind of tells me that it's a good idea to do it like this. It's also kind of great that I can combine the like actions that change some value and the ones that just do some action, because before it was like a big problem, because like before I had like here I had a trigger, the ones that fire and it has like inner fields, and the ones that change some value had like different fields. I kind of hated this. But now I can just do like, I made a new thing called reaction, which basically, wait, is it here? Yeah, which is just a trigger and an action, and it can support everything. We could even like have a unit that like modifies its own HP on some condition. Like we can basically implement everything. Seems difficult to balance. I mean, was it easy to balance the way it was before? Like it's kinda... Fusions are kinda this way, I think. And that's what makes it fun. But like to balance, we would mostly like make certain triggers a lot rarer. So if the limit is 1 trigger per turn, like even so yeah, so for example turn end would be like a lot more rare than battle start, because it's basically the max amount of triggers. And even more there would be things like multiple targets, so like targeting all allies would be like only on legendary units. Like stealing said target, maybe like you can only replace the target and not like stack them. You could like yeah, so I feel like mostly you would just add another ability use, which would kind of like a linear increase in power, which is okay. So by stacking 2 units, you would mostly... We mostly wanted to only become twice as powerful. Yeah, battle start was OP because of the chains. Because each unit could trigger multiple times. If we remove that, then battle start would actually be kind of fine. Because it didn't really make sense that like everything was like my goal is to make it so amount of turns is almost always like the turns always progress, and not like your goal is to kill everything on like before even the first turn. So I want units to like strike more, and that be like the main action in the battle. Yeah, there will be. But still, like, it can only be once per turn. So it's more like the thinking of building a team would not be like, how do I make it so my chain never ends? And more like, how do I make it so my units trigger at the most, at like the best time, at the best moment? Yeah, I know. I feel like it still will be. You just will look for different things. It just will be a different meta. And we can still change the rules. Like, we can always go back to like multiple triggers per turn. Maybe we change the limit. Like, it also will be easier to like display. Like, once the unit is triggered, we can like display it as kind of inactive. Maybe darken it a little bit, or display some kind of a lightning icon that just gets dark. Because like if we have this open-ended system, it's really... It's all about placing the right limits on it. So I don't know, I feel like this can be pretty cool. Like mostly all of these mechanics, like specific deal damage and stuff, would be inside of abilities. And yeah. But the more like actions we add, the more kind of building blocks you have. It's just that everything can be implemented with the structure. And everything there was before can, but more. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to implement right now, and once I do, I will start adding some content. And maybe soon we'll even get something playable. Like maybe I'll skip most of the MMO stuff and just make something like battles to work with like a bunch of units, maybe like 20 units, couple houses, and we'll just test it out. Alright, man. Have a good night. I'll see you later. My man. What up, Seth? When can we demo your game? Yeah, we were just talking about it. Yeah, I actually just thought about like a smaller version that I can test out with you guys, because I'm trying to think like how to change the way battles work in a very interesting way, and it would be cool to like test it out. So I'll probably skip a lot of the MMO stuff and focus on implementing some battles and some arena, kind of with the way it was before. And maybe, I don't know, it actually might be soon. Yeah, next month. I feel like I can do it. Yeah. I feel like next month is possible, but we will see. A lot can change.
I suppose it did sound funny. I used to lie out on the beach, close my eyes, may there be a pretty girl lying on the sand next to me.
What do you mean exactly by collab? Wait, what? Why did I do this? Boom, 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 boom. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know, like what kind of videos do you do? I didn't know you do. Let me check out your channel. Oh, you only have 3 videos. And 2 of them from 6 years ago. Oh yeah? Well, tell me when you do. I'll check it out. But yeah, I'm kinda... It's hard for me to like go back to making videos just because I'm so focused on making the game. But I'll definitely get back to it. Shit, why is it not full screen? I hate this. Okay. Yeah, I really wanna get back to sort of like weekly videos. But it's so hard to switch focus. Okay, yeah. I think this one is also done. This was surprisingly easy. It's so weird when I feel like implementing something would like take a while and then it's just, yeah, it's just a couple of lines. I guess that means my architecture is good. Okay, actually, what do I want to work next? I guess it's time to implement the first ability. I always want to call them wizards. Maybe I should. this is actually done. I don't know when. Let's do like this. Yeah, let's try to implement the magic missile. So first of all, should I still call them mages? Nah. I always wanted to call them wizards for some reason. But before I had mage's house and a wizard unit. I wonder if I still have to... Like, I tried to use space in the name before. I don't remember why I couldn't. Okay, whatever. Let's try. Maybe maybe it will work now. So before I had a variable called damage that I could change. I guess I kind of want it to be the same. But not exactly. Okay, and what is ability effect actually? I guess it's... Oh wait, action should be actually a vector. But can I do it? I think my macro will break. Maybe it won't. Yeah, it will. How did I do it with... So I guess I have to make a type called actions. What? Why? Oh. I guess. Okay. Let's do it back. Wait, what? just need to add it. Wait. Wait, what? Oh yeah. Yeah, I just need the box. Of course. Oh. Not quite. Okay. Actually, I need to wrap this into something because I need to distinguish between ability statuses and units reactions. I think. Do I? Maybe I don't. Whatever. if I do, I will change it. Oh wait. This is not a reaction, this is just actions. Wait, fuck. Yeah. So I guess it should be like ability effect. And then it would have a bunch of actions. Yeah, because it's not supposed to have a trigger. And here it will be just an array of stuff. So target is supposed to be set already. So I guess what we do is we set the value by 1 and then we deal damage, and that's it. Later we will change it so it can be like not 1 but something else. Yeah. Actually, now that I think about it, how would the descriptions work if I want to eventually do them from actions? Well, I guess they could be just for single units, not the fused ones. I definitely need descriptions. Guess should be like this. Yeah. Something like that. Yeah, kind of not sure, like, should I put the trigger in the description? Because it's like always there, so we could add it. Yeah. So maybe the description is only part of actions, but not really. We'll figure it out later. Okay, let's just leave it at this, and I'm gonna take a break. And we'll finish implementing abilities a bit later. Alright, thank you for watching. I'm gonna take a break and I'll be back in a couple of hours. So have a good day or good night, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.